Orchids are an ancient species of flower that have an incredibly unusual life cycle. And a resident walking through bushland in Ku-ring-gai spotted something that he knew was a little bit different. And it turns out to be the first record of an endangered eastern underground orchid. They're not easy to see, they're not easy to find, so we've got some special help to try to work out where they are and what the distribution is in Ku-ring-gai. Paul, thanks heaps for coming in, doing what you do. Do you want to tell us a little bit about the orchid?
Yep, so the Eastern Australian underground orchid is an orchid that lives under the ground and only puts up a flower under the leaf litter. So it's extremely difficult to find. We only know of a few locations, and so it's amazing that we've got a new location within the Ku-ring-gai area. And we're using detection dogs to help us find these very elusive plants.
Without the detection dog, what would the likelihood of sort of being able to discover these plants be?
Well, from our experience, it's extremely difficult to find them. You're out searching the leaf litter, not knowing whether it's going to be there or not. There's very little to indicate at the moment where it's going to be, where it isn't going to be, but it releases a smell, so the dog is a perfect way to help find it. Well, it's evolved to completely do away with any need to come out and get sunlight. It has no green leaves. It relies on fungus under the ground to get all of its energy. So it only puts up that flower just under the leaf litter and tries to attract its pollinator to it. And so, yeah, very difficult for us to work with, given it's so cryptic.
And I mean, orchids are often threatened species. This is a threatened species.
Yep, it's listed as endangered, and it could be that there's more out there, but we need Sally and other detection dogs to help us learn more about it. But at the moment, there's so few known locations that it's certainly listed.
So other than the fact that we don't really know where they are, what are the sort of threats that an orchid like this could face?
It has its seed distributed by bandicoots. It produces a fruit, which is quite unusual for orchids, and they probably eat it. So things like foxes, fox control would be important to keep those seed dispersers at good numbers, and good habitat with good leaf litter to protect the orchid under the ground. Making sure there's no really bad constant wildfires and things like that as well to protect some good habitat for it.
So working with an Eastern Underground orchid, we're utilising a detection dog, and that's where you come in, Claire. So you work for Tate Animal Training, and you're here as the handler of the dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Dogs just really can see the environment in a different way than we can, with that incredible nose that they have on them. And also them searching through using their nose, they can actually be sort of non-invasive. So Sally's just over 6 years old now. She's been working as a conservation detection dog for the past 5 seasons on the hawkweed eradication program. She absolutely loves her job. Searching for something is really just a huge game for her, and it's so much fun. Her reward is a ball, a tennis ball. She loves that. When she does find that target odor, she's so excited to get that ball.